it's time, and you can probably guess from how my layout is set up that things are slightly different this time. It's not full-on key sanity because I'm not that level of sicko yet. It's still key rings, but they are in randomized positions. And that'll be real funny because that keeps the... It keeps the amount of bad items high, basically. So that way we have a pretty good chance of getting ice trapped. Ooh, immediate triangle. Wrong thing to pop open. Sorry. Blue fire arrow. That's pretty good. Can I line myself up properly with this? The answer is probably no. Piece of heart. And blue rupee. So, we'll pin open the shop. I should in fact go take a look at Kokiri's sword location. Oh, this shop does not matter. I mean, it may later because we'll want that Hylian shield, but we get a red rupee and a piece of heart. So this is not exactly what you would call a high-value shop. I like that, though. Not having to worry about major items in there kind of helps, because then I don't have to go look for money. Actually, I think we would have been okay on that, but still. Just saying. Now I really don't have to. Ooh, it's a key of some kind. It is key rings for the fire temple. Cool. I don't want to ever have to fucking go there, but cool anyway. Oh yeah, I should probably take a look at my doodads here. Yeah, minor setting adjustment here of... I have a, well, I've got a bunch of this stuff to put in here first. Jabu Jabu is a stand medallion. Force's Shadow. Awesome. Cool. Love that for us. Yeah. Our settings changes here are that I have it still as key rings, but I do have key sanity otherwise. Again, it'll just add a little bit of variance to the situation. And we can potentially be miserable because of it. You all enjoy when I'm miserable, right? Or at least you find it funny. Hope. Oh yeah, that'll help me out a ton. Wow, recovery heart in the forest temple. Be still my beating brainstem. Wait. Oh. I mean, it typically appears to be. Do a little back and forth there. Back and forth, I sway with the wind. Wait. It would help if I actually knew, like, all the words that... Fuck me. Well. I goofed this. Wow, alright. Great pattern, guys. If you can just do more of this, that'll be funny as hell. Help, the Song of Storms is drunk. Okay, I had to confirm that all my inputs were there because, yeah. You are a fool. Classic. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. Well, we're done in the forest for now. And there is not jack squat in the right side of Kokiri's shop, right? There's a shield, but that's it. Asterisk, a metal shield. Yeah, we don't have any sticks or nothing here, so that's a little bit lame. It's pretty lame, Millhouse. There's... Those two bombs were real, that are... bombs that are blue rupees right now. So... yeah, I'm actually gonna go grab the couple of chests that we can access in the tree. Even if that forces us to do a reset, that's okay. I will not be terribly unhappy with that. Although, let me tell you, I'd be much happier with a real item, but, you know. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. That is not really a real item, game. That's a fucking Stone of Agony. Ah, yes, one of the missing bricks from the city of Enga. Oh, Eternal Darkness. That's a game that I haven't played in... like, far longer than when I made that video on it, which... i.e. the one from this year, not back when I started trying to YouTube. And then it devolved into me not being good at it. Ow. Stick upgrade, please. No, it's a shitload of money. Well, that does solve our money issues for the time being. Oh, hey, good for our health to actually be this low, because then at least I can, like, just commit suicide to get out of this room faster. It'd be faster than resetting anyway. In fact, we can just die from the ice trap. Yeah. Good timing for that game. Yeah, now we're done in the forest. There ain't nothing for us to get here anymore. Well, I hope that the castle town... I hope that Hyrule Market's shops are better, you know? That's about all I can say. I've got nearly a full wallet, so I should be able to at least afford that stuff. There's no Bombchu bowling for us to worry about, so yeah, once I get a bow and a magic meter, yes. Until then, they're a big tease. Actually, with how this game is, that's practically any item, really, so the hell am I talking about? At least most of the things that I want blue fire for are stationary, so that's fine. Just popping all those windows real quick. And yeah, actually, I'm going to pause for a sec. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. Yeah, guardhouses of no use to us right now. In fact, we don't even know if we need spiders yet. God, I kind of hope not. Ooh, shop has some nut. That's actually nice. I mean, it's a one-shot, but like, still, yeah. Take the nut. And we got bombs. We got a huge rupee. And we got a heart container. I do not need the huge rupee yet. Not that low. We'll mark all that off. And what about you, potion shop? Holy, lots of nut. Ooh, we got wood shield. That's good. We've got nut capacity. And we've got a lens of truth. So, hey, bit of a bonanza there, really. Oh, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with me? I think I've never played this before or something. Yeah, we're definitely getting a lot of, wow, it would be really nice if we had a magic meter stuff. Ah, I fucked the timing up on that one. Yeesh. I'm usually pretty good at number 4. Which is wild, because when I was a kid, that used to actually be the thing I was the worst at in this. I forgot I had BTTV also. Shit! That was pretty embarrassing. Stop looking at it. That was real bad. And we did that much better this time. Ooh, we got a fire arrow. Yes. Wow, the game really is just like, hey, do you people not have magic meters? Plasticillion dropping in right in time with the fire arrow, right? Do you feel like the game is like making fun of you in some way? I'm sorry, I'm being terrible. How dare you, but yes. Oh, hold up. I should go grab that. I should go grab one of those sticks real quick. And then we grab the big fat rupee, and then we should be able to grab another 4 of those? If I did my math correctly. Because we need a maximum of 50 rupees to do all the nighttime shit. Anyway, hope you're doing well, Alan. Yeah, I remember a couple days ago you streamed and you said you are going on like a week of stream break because of family stuff or something to that effect. I forget the exact wording, but yeah. Hope everything's going well. Nocturne of Shadow is in Haunted Wasteland, so that's nice to know. Slingshot and GTG. Okay. Forest Temple has some stick capacity. And also, we are really going to want to go to Zora's Domain. Gotcha. Well, hopefully they decide to not require me to have a magic meter to use the Zora scale or something this game. They didn't suddenly change the fucking rules on me. That'd be a problem. And incredibly weird, for that matter. Ice trap beyond the river and the water temple. A stick in the... Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Natural place for it. Ooh, you know, I'm stuck in this forest and I just can't find any sticks, you guys. Don't you hate it when that shit happens to you? I mean, really. Give me that egg. Yeah. Say, wait for her to actually start singing. And now we go back in. So, order of operations to make sure that we don't, I'm gonna wait a bit. Oh, hey. That's a fake stick, a DACA stick. Some arrows, 30 picos. Some real 30 arrows. And some 10 arrows that are also real. But this guy has what you might politely call a shot that I don't give a single solitary shit about. Like, damn, that's sad. Okay. Chess game. What do you got? 10 rupees for a piece of heart? Yeah. Wait, was that the winner piece of heart? I wasn't paying attention. I'm usually not, but for other reasons. Oh, hey. 20 bucks. Some nut that overflows our inventory a little bit. It would have been very funny if it was. There's a heart container. Well, a piece of heart that turns into it. And there's some more nut overflow. Boys, you ever have any nut overflow issues? Wait. Oh yeah, we have landed at 69, huh? There's our first ice trap at this place. Usually you get them much sooner than that. Well, we broke it because the game gave me 5 rupees. And we're maxed. And we're super maxed. Wow. Alright, game. I get it. You don't want to give me items. But it did give us a piece of Triforce, so that's alright. Oh, yeah. I already forgot because it was just one. Like, come on, game. You have got to be able to give me something funnier than that. Oh. Dog got bored and ran away from me, I guess. Well. Alright, Richard, come back here. I get it. You're busy asking some dude if he likes hurting other people, but come on. Get with the program. I gotta take you back to this old Karen. Oh. A wooden shield. That's kind of funny because we just got one of those earlier. Hey, Malin. You exist. You know, a very wide branch, right? Maybe he thought it was like a really shitty frisbee. I'm going with the really shitty frisbee theory there. Just because the idea is a little funny. Red rupees somewhere in CAC. Yeah, I think that's usually how that goes. Well. Time to collect some money that doesn't matter in the moat. Thank you, game. That's right. My chicken barks like a dog. Good morning, buddy. Maybe in this version of Hyrule, everyone is just really attuned to that as the good morning chicken sound. I don't know. Listen, I got family members who get woken up by dogs. But not necessarily because they make noise, it's because the dogs want to go outside to piss. Which, to be fair, that's pretty understandable. What? Oh yeah, it's a mask shop. Tag that appropriately. Oh, shut up, you. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, it's time to check Spider House. Where's my actual up there? It's the orange spot, pardon me. I was like, which one of those is it? 10 is bombs. 50 is a piece of heart. I'm going to mark that off. Oh, what do you mean? Off of that. Well, 30 doesn't matter. 40 is a blue rupee. And 20, this is your last chance to make me have to do this game. And you did. It's the Sun Song. You sons of bitches. I'm not actually that mad. That's less bad than it could be, but it's not like the best thing in the world, but I've had worse. Granted, Sun Song may not even be like super required, it just would be nice quality of life. So, in fact, I could probably skip it. That is a heart piece, isn't it? Yes. So, Windmill Place is not important-ish for now. No glitch anyway. Go over here. Yeah, so I can just tag that as a piece of heart. And say I don't need that. I suppose I don't necessarily need... Yes, that is the thing, is there's like one check for Sun Song. And if that matters, then yes, we do need 20 spiders. Well, I'll put it this way, I'll pick them up as I go if I see them. But until then, I don't know that I'm going to make too much of an effort to like go too far out of my way for them. Yeah, exactly. The main thing you do with it is get more spiders. And I guess so that way I can make it easier to get Dampe. But that's not even hard. That's fine. I can do that without worrying about that. Outside Ganon's castle is foolish, so I'm gonna go in here and tag that, because that's just the Great Fairy Fountain, right? Only place that could be. Cack Open Grotto. Cutman shouldn't be able to get now, but you can do that as an adult. I agree. Right. So I'm gonna go and wait for Dampy. Yeah, it sure is. It well and truly is a less bad time. Than going through the fucking fire temple. That's absolutely sure. Absolutely for sure. One of those words. Yeah, if I can just avoid the fire temple as much as possible, I will be quite happy about that. Hey, dude. Here's $10. Show me something cool. Eh. We get our money back. I'm pretty sure that if I left it until, like, another wallet or something came up, I'd have to come back and get it again. Okay, so with that, let's go to Tip of Dong and get that item. Oh yeah, pick these up. And I wish I had more sticks, but we know a place where we can get more, so that's fine, I guess. Possibly, especially if I was looking for one that was aiming to be longer in the first place. Wow, I dodged right into him. Good job, me. And it's our first bottle. It is unfortunately just a regular Poe, but hey. It's a bottle. Neat, it gave us a heart back. Okay, we're gonna go back to the market and go pick up skull mask. Oh yeah, I should probably do all the Lamon Ranch stuff too. Alright, chicken game. Let's do this. Ah, bad RNG. Oh, hey, get. There we go. Worst chicken game I've had in a while, and... Oh, oops. I didn't even mean to do that. But I was mashing A too hard, and yeah, he gave me some milk. Well, that's alright. I didn't need all that money, actually. So it's completely fine, probably. Oh, wow. Nice. Art. That's pretty helpful. But it's not going to win me the game. That's alright. And that's a little bit more what I would expect out of these guys. Is an ice trap. Oh well. Okay, is that a real dagger, or is that just a reasonable facsimile? Oh, it's a real dagger. Alright. So, that's nice. That's very helpful, in fact. And I will use it primarily for one thing. Getting more sticks. Okay, it'll be used for other things too, but... But I could not resist just being like, yep. Using this as a step towards sticks. Because the sticks are really, really good. And this is not without uses. But it doesn't kill the big stuff as fast, so... That's a bit of a butt. Hey, you. And we get our money back. Well, most of the money we spent here, anyway. So, hey, I can't be too sad about that deal. Oh yeah, I think we read that hint earlier. And it was something profoundly silly. And if you're thinking I didn't go the right way for that, you are correct. I will fix that in a moment. That's what I expect more of. Alright, now give me bombs or something. Oh. Fine. Unpin that for the time being. Let's go kill a wolf and not be able to enter this grotto. But at least it'll be in logic as soon as I get bombs. Because I believe Stone of Agony stuff is out of logic until I get Stone of Agony. So, even though I know where it all is, well, I know where most of it is. I know where the ones you bomb for are. Damn it, Saria. You've let me down again. Please don't abandon this seed. Oh, I very rarely do that. Wow, 2 junk hints in SFM. Fucking rude. Fucking rude. Alright, now. We're doing this real quick, just that way we can shortcut back to the other location. On here. Oh yeah, that's Mask of Truth. We have to go pick that up. That is a lot of back and forth. I'll consider just for these 2 locations. Alright. Song of Time somewhere in CAC. So I'm assuming that that's like an adult shop or something. That's certainly not chic. And Bridge Scrub turned out to be useless. But at least only that. Let's get back to the tree. And grab the last couple of freestanding chests. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that it's just got to be like a location of just other random items in CAC. It's not chic, obviously it's not spiders. We already know that. So, I guess the only thing that it could be Otherwise, it'd be, like, problematic for us. Might be if it was the shooting range. Or that grotto. We don't have bombs yet, so... that would be another unfortunato for us, but... regardless, it's probably something we can get as an adult. And by probably, I mean definitely, because we got all the child-exclusive items. Of the extremely few that there are. Yeah, I haven't checked Impa's house. Can you check Rooftop Man's item as a kid? Can you even get Rooftop Man's item as a kid? It's not the item in the windmill. Could it be Windmill Man's song? I have no idea. And hey, a nut resupply. That one isn't immediately getting dumped. Because we actually have capacity for it. There's capacity space for it. Oh, well, that just made it completely pointless. Alright, game. You're funny. You're real funny. I kind of wish those could let us beat Goma, but unfortunately, nothing doing. Down we go, and it's just a heart chest, but as we are in the area, we are going to pick it up. Never mind, it's one of those things. Good times. Get me the fuck out of here, man. Oh, I wish that it was anything goofy like that. It's just that our dungeon key rings are placed randomly in the world. So instead of doing full-on key sanity, I'm still keeping the key rings. Because I like that for expanding the item pool, which means more ice traps for us to get fucked over by. Those are always hilarious. But yeah, now we're moving over to left side of the map. West side, I suppose, then. To go do all this stuff over on the west side of Hyrule before we turn into an adult. Well, all the stuff we can do on the west side of Hyrule as a child. And with our very limited inventory, for that matter. And not having explosives do, in fact, be cramping my options somewhat. I haven't even got shoes, man. Can't deal with that. Grab this chicken, and off we go. Hey, come back here. Or don't. 20 bucks. That's fine. I got a fishing minigame anyway, so with the time switch, this ultimately all works out a little bit. Of course, it's Wall Master or be Wall Mastered. Of course! Yeah. Oh, Wall Masters. I have definitely had significantly more pains with the, I think technically in Wind Waker they're Floor Masters. But a Floor Master is a separate thing that looks the same and doesn't function the same in the other Zeldas where you have Floor Masters. So in my brain, those are always still going to be Wall Masters. Even with that, right? Master of one of the 6 walls. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Quite a lucrative hole to go into. I forgot to... I done fucked up there. Well, I'll fix that in a minute. So, once we actually get the item. Would be nice if we could see what is in... What is our, Oh, it's just a blue rupee. Alright. Cool. That does not mean anything to us, then. I mean, we are still going to need to be able to get into Zora's Domain eventually, apparently, but... For the time being, it's not high value, you know? It's not a high value target. Alright, dude. Biggest fish you've ever seen is 6 pounds? Well, was it this very fish 7 years ago? Because if so, that would be really fucking weird and definitely not a foreshadow to how I'm going to get the other prize from you, sir. Hell yeah. Here, take a look at my fish. Whoa! He gave us Nehru's love. He's just like, listen, smartass! That wasn't even a challenge. So I'm gonna give you something that doesn't help you. As I continue to languish with no magic meter. And that's not why Nehru's love doesn't help us. It's because it doesn't help us. Doesn't open anything. And worst of all, it doesn't protect me from getting knocked off of shit by crows. Oh, you can just pop out of that wall. That's a pretty good party trick there, Stall Child. Just popping out of solid stone like that. Funny as hell. What do you got? Pieces of Triforce in Goron City. Alrighty. Bomb bag! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that just popped up so much shit on my map. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I love techies. In parentheses, I loved techies, and then they changed them. Yay! We got more nut. Actually, we don't really need that. Oh, right, I failed to mark that off. You know, the thing that I think about with the Transformers series. Definitely anything to do with human beings involved in sex, right? Like, okay, if the robots fuck, that's fine. I am neutral on the subject of robot sex. But the humans? You know, a thing that exists in, like, any Transformers media? Oh, they do. It's just that it's kind of not a thing I think about at all. You know, you'd think maybe that the, like, machines would be the core focus there a little bit. The robots. The rise of the robots. You know, wait. God, Rise of the Robots. That's a game that... That's a game, alright? That's all I can say for sure about Rise of the Robots. It is legally a video game. Well, I'm going to just say this, and I think that your tastes do not necessarily match up with the filmmakers here. Not for nothing. Michael Bay definitely seems like a guy who's into, like, the most basic bitch things. I just sort of get that vibe from his entire career. Well, I didn't say it was good taste. Speaking of taste, it's not very good. Another magic item. I don't know how that's, speaking of taste, it's not very good, but listen. Asked if I know, I didn't look it up. Okay, I just clicked over to add the Boulder Grotto outside of Hyrule Castle. My pin list there. And my tracker is recording it as Boulder. I do not have a bug in my bottle, no. My bottle has milk in it because I accidentally button mashed into... Well, did you see it? Because I got ice trapped from Talon. And since there's a slight delay between the you are a fool and actually getting ice trapped, if you button mash it hard enough against an NPC, you'll get into their next dialogue. So I just did that, and I got into his interface for buying Lon Lon milk. So for some reason, I now have a bottle full of milk that I probably don't need. I could just chug that shit and it would fix itself pretty easily, but still. It's one of those like, hey, yeah, that definitely happened things. Oh yeah, can I do Bombchu Bowling now? I forget. And give me the mask, you freak. Oh, I don't have money for this. Well, I guess that settles that question, doesn't it? We'll come back for it later. When I'm a little bit more in the right headspace to deal with that or something, I don't know. after I'm done acquiring an item I don't need, probably. From some other location. Can't even deal with that, really. Wait a second, how am I supposed to start the... unless there's another torch somewhere that I don't remember. Other than Darunia's throne room. Pardon me, I can access the shop. Ooh, small keyring for Ganon's castle. That is not very important. There they are. I mean, it might matter at some point if I suddenly get fed like 3 strength upgrades. But let's be honest here. Sure is. Sure is. What did that say? Did we check that yet? Temple of Time. That I think is Prelude of Light check. Because you technically don't even learn Song of Time inside the Temple of Time, do you? You learn it outside, right? Even in a vanilla run. But for some reason, my brain is always like, you learn it at the altar. Even though that, I'm pretty sure, is, like, patently untrue. Yeah, it specifically mentioned music, so... Our Prelude of Light check is just a purple rupee. Speaking of just a purple rupee, that's Hot Rod for us. What do you got? A blue repay. A piece of the Triforce. That one's real. A puss of heart. And a blue rupee. Well, that's triangle number 7. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's significantly better than it being no good. Alright, let's get all this shit in the Lost Woods while we're here. It's the sheer amount of it that we add on to our list. But that is a decent amount, actually. Bomb shoes in Ganon's castle. That's helpful. I forget to do the wall of DMT. I'll fix that in a minute or so. Yeah. That didn't do much for us. Oh, yeah. Let's go finish off the Scrub Theater real quick. Which sounds like I'm announcing the end of my stream, which is not true. Don't get it twisted, folks. How hard is it to find a hole in the ground? Come on. Like, it's near the butterflies, right? There we go. Listen to you, Lears. It was a good run while we had it. Although with that length, it's more like a walk. Oh. Man, I want a refund. Oh well. That's a good question, Mega Man. I think that'd require a lot more programming, basically. Okay, nut refund and tiny bit of money back. I mean, okay, getting nickel and dimed by scrubs, that's just kind of the way of the world. Whoops. Good job, me. Loving that huge turn. Don't do it again. Come on. If I fell in there for a second time, that'd just be like a comedy routine. And not a particularly good one, to be honest with you. Alright. We're in the weird crystalline wolf's den here. And it's... Well, hey, it did fill out another heart container, so that's nice. I mean... I was trying to think of the follow-up there, but I didn't have one, I guess. Okay, yeah, no, I did get this. It was just... I just forgot to mark it, that's all. Well, it'll have Sun Song, probably. Wait. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's go find the re-dead hole here. Hey everyone, welcome back to Re-Dead Revolver. Wait. Oh, was I too far away? Alright then, okay. Big tracking area there. Well, man, where else are you gonna just put a random re-dead hole, right? Oh, what do you mean that didn't kill? Was I not dead on enough there? Do they have, like, damage zones or something that I don't understand? Huh. Oh, we got a triangle out of the deal. I like those. I mean, all told, yeah, I guess the re-dead hole, like, a lot of this does just kind of add up to, hey, think about all the absolutely weird, horrible shit that is going on with CAC. Just as a locality here. Because it is like right off of, you know, you've got that re-dead hole in the ground. You've got whatever's going on at the bottom of the well. You've got the whole shadow temple going on. So, lore-wise, if I recall correctly, basically you can blame a lot of this on Bongo Bongo, which is trapped at the, which was sealed at the bottom of the well, and Ganon released it during his rise to power. So as far as I know, unless there's something that is somewhere in the lore about, like, oh hey, Bongo Bongo was originally caused by Ganon, Ganon is only kind of like a secondary cause for any of the fuck shit that's going on here. Ooh, you've got a wallet. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like, what if underneath your hometown there was like a big coal mine, right? And what the... Oh, it's a key ring. I was like, what the shit is going on with the graphics there? That looks like an extravagant glitch for sure. Yeah, something like that. So, like, imagine there's just a big coal mine under your town, right? And then somebody goes down there with a cigarette for some reason. I'm not exactly expecting that everybody in your town is necessarily all that smart, I guess. Frogs have an ice trap, so... log in over there and tell you guys to go get fucked. But like somebody goes in there and there's and they intentionally set the mine on fire. But on the other hand, your town was sitting on top of a giant fucking coal mine, right? The odds of there being something horrible happening there were pretty high. Anyway, yeah, this is kind of the story of the town of Centralia, Pennsylvania. Nobody set it on fire on purpose or anything. I'm not saying that. But for those of you who don't know, the town of Centralia has been on fire for like 70 years or so. I forget the exact length of time. And yeah, because there was a coal mine there and a fire broke out, and that coal mine has been burning for a long time. Unsurprisingly, practically nobody lives there anymore. In fact, I think literally nobody lives there because all of the small amount of people who were stuck in the area, unable to leave for whatever reason, have finally cleared out. And, you know, good on them. If it was by death, that probably sounds quite nasty, but on the other hand, if you were living in a town that was, you know, that had a coal mine under it that's been burning for 70 years or some shit, maybe after a point you might prefer death to living, is what I'm saying. From all the, like, horrible things that come from burning coal fumes getting into your entire existence full stop. You know, you might embrace that a little bit. I think I might. Anyway, Alan, the whole thing was basically just lore about Zelda. And yeah, technically it's Kakariko, but I've been pronouncing it as Cack for however long. Personally, I think on that one I blame various Canadian accented fellows who have been pronouncing it forever. I probably picked it up from Brian pronouncing it as Kakariko. But, you know, either way, we're here for the jokes. I mean, obviously, we're not going to spend all the, like, 18 syllables on the full name here, right? Not when we can just call it Cack. Or Caulk, if we prefer. Oh, that definitely sounded like I was laying on that Chicago accent a little hard there. That... Told you to watch out. Yeah, there you go. Hey, get back here, chicken. I mean, I guess it probably fits more to call it... I think it probably fits more to call it cock, because look at how many chickens there are running around there. Although I guess they're probably more likely to be hens than roosters. I'm overthinking this too much. Target in the woods provides an ice trap. Well, we can mark that off real quick. After I'm done with that. Oh, baby. That is some cash. We're filthy stinking rich until we have to go on a big spending spree. Yeah, I know. Our hands were basically empty there. Oh. Did a bit of a dry spot in the old throat arrangement. Oh, there's big money somewhere in the Spirit Temple. Well, by that point, I probably won't need it. I'm just plain filthy stinking. Yep. God, I gotta imagine the Skull Kid going through the river like this is gonna come out smelling significantly fouler than before. And listen, I'm not exactly banking on the Skull Kid to not smell like, you know, a diseased beggar. Right? Like, that fella approaches you and you just get the twang of guano. The Skull Kid probably... It's like a fertilizer, pardon me. A composter with legs. There we go. Fertilizer. Jesus Christ. I mean, compost can sometimes do that job, but probably, but like... Anyway. Point here. Let's kill this spider. And get ourselves a nice skull token, so that way we can stop talking about this and start talking about that. And what is that, you might ask? The part where we turn into an adult and go grab some things from Ganon's castle. That's what that is. Yeah, you know, we're gonna go and raid Ganondorf's dildo collection, right? I'm sorry, that was so stupid, even by my standards. The fuck did I just say and why? I think what did I just say and why is a pretty good theme for this entire venture, though, to be fair. Oh boy. I admit to being very easily amused, but also it's entirely fair, isn't it? Yeah, so I can mark off Prelude of Light, because bus. We can go and peep Big Pose. We can't get that spider, unfortunately. That completely free spider. Well, it turns out that if you don't have a hookshot, maybe somebody out there is like, I can get it. Well, I can't, so... Ooh, Minuet of Forest. That's good. Oh, Jesus, Alan. That haunts you, doesn't it? Serenade of Water. That's handy. Ice Trap. That's significantly more normal, if we're being honest here. And we can now insert a magic bean. Well, actually saying that, all the magic beans have already been pre-inserted for us. Those are just there because they have to stay in the item roll, I guess. The rando techs haven't figured out the science of just remove it from there once you have beans planted and bean merchant randomized. Silver scale's right there. Cool out already, game. I'm going as fast as I can. Probably. That is way too much money. God, with the amount of gold rupees I've had to throw on the ground, I could buy a fucking Steam Deck. Actually, probably not. Well, I guess the like 256 gig model is on sale right now for 20% off. So, yeah, I mean, if I had the money, I admit, actually, if I had the money, I'd still be kind of torn because, like, the Steam Deck is cool and all, but I feel like the amount of use I would get out of it would not be all that high. That's a good question, Mega Man. I do not understand. Currency based on fucking dry ice. Yeah. No kidding. Well, item in here is a small chest, so it does not affect our game any. It's like a supply chest. It might be stick capacity, and that'd be like the best thing it could be at this point. Because of course, capacity upgrades otherwise are not in small chests. In fact, I'm not sure why I didn't just move like nut capacity and stuff to large chests too, just to be like, yeah, okay, those are proper junk. But, you know. Yeah, exactly. I don't go anywhere. What use do I really have for a Steam Deck? I avoid leaving the house if I can. Like, I guess a couple of the local fellas do like to do fighting game tournaments at a location. But if we're being quite honest here, I feel like if I wanted to have a setup for that, I could just buy a mini PC. And it would still be plugged in there no matter what, and it'd be fine. I would just assume that I could probably get different emulator functionality out of a Vita or 3DS compared to a Steam Deck. In the Steam Deck's favor, rather. But again, ultimately, that does sort of come down to like, hey, would I actually use this? And the answer, as it stands, continues to be no. So, rest and rip any interest I had in the Steam Deck for the time being. My sincere hope is that, you know, maybe at some point in the future, it will be a more, like, financially viable purchase. And by that time, I'll have an actual use for it other than, like, oh yeah, I'll install PSO2 to it and not be able to install anything else because games are so goddamn huge nowadays. Asterisk, unless I go buy an M2 or something. And then, like, what would be the point? I don't even play PSO2. Like, I keep thinking about it, and then it's just like, I don't know, this game stopped being good. The story hasn't been compelling since they started New Genesis. And it takes, like, a couple hours before any of it just settles immediately back into the simplistic gameplay loop of just grind against these enemies until you get equipment. And I mean, granted, even before that, it's like just grind against these simple enemies until you get levels. It's one of those things, it looks interesting at first in terms of some stuff, just because of the open-worldedness of it and the free navigation, until you realize, oh hey, shit sucks. Yeah, or I could use it to play 14 when I'm taking a dump. And I guess it would also be significantly less of a, you know, turning my main computer into a tinderbox kind of situation. But ultimately, yeah, the Steam Deck is one of those things that does not really feel like it suits a purpose that I would have. Yeah, I mean, really, do I need to make Dawn Trail any more of a thing that kind of doesn't feel good to play with? Yeah, like, it's a good thing, but I don't have a use for it. And that's kind of sad, all considered. Oh yeah, we already knew that tip. What the hell am I doing? What the fuck am I smoking, man? Oh, you... These guys suck. And, like... I mean... I could be like, oh yeah, hey, I'll have something to play Balatro with. I'll be able to take that on the go, because that would be cool. Wait, I already have a Switch. I can use that for that purpose. And I'm pretty sure that the Switch I had, plus buying the physical special edition, which is like twice as much as it was to buy it on Steam, is probably cheaper than buying a Steam Deck would be. And yeah, ultimately, it's just like, hey, I personally do not have a use for this. But it is kind of cool. And all considered, Valve does have their moments of being just as much of a corporation as any other. And in the game industry, the bar is... Sometimes people will say, oh, the bar for this is in hell, right? They're like, the bar is that low. The game industry... The bar in the game industry is not so much in hell as it's, like, about as close to below hell as you can get. The bar for the game industry is trying to find the 10th circle. The bar for the game industry is buried in the soil of Judecca and actively digging deeper. So, Valve is not without its moments of sucking, but I think I like them more than I like Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony, you know? If they were able to, like, swing their dicks a little bit more seriously, you know, kind of become, like... You know, like Sega had been in terms of importance back in the 90s, then that might actually kind of be cool. Yeah, basically. I think that Xbox has basically been kind of cooked as a brand roughly since about the time that the Kinect happened. Not because the Kinect was necessarily worse than anything else that they had done. But just because it was sort of like the peak of bad ideas. That's sort of when they were like, hey, yeah, we're going to screw this up in any way that you could possibly imagine. We will find new ways for you to be disappointed in us. And that's a promise. And it's not necessarily that the Kinect was bad or that it was pricey, but it's that it was a bad idea. And it was a bad idea that Microsoft decided to go that hard on in terms of being like, hey, we're just a gimmick company now. Anything that you could chat shit about Nintendo being that level in the, starting in the late aughts, Microsoft became that and worse. Yeah, pretty much. Nintendo has the issue very specifically of they have given in to their inclination to become corporate. Like Nintendo, yes, Nintendo is a bad company, but very specifically, the thing that makes Nintendo a bad company is that they're leaning into their most corporate tendencies out of everything right now. They are resting on their laurels. Well, saying resting on their laurels sounds a little bit too positive, right? But I mean it in like a more derogatory manner of like, they're not creating anything of their own. They're basically just trying to put it politely, overzealously defend their IP in ways that are far from necessary. Because as much as I think that Pocket Pair are a bunch of fucking mercenary losers who aren't good game developers, asterisk for those not in the know, Pocket Pair is the name of the developers behind Pal World. I don't like them very much, but I have to give them, I have to give credit here that they were not really a threat to Nintendo in any real manner, and that's ultimately theoretically a good thing. It is very much in the neutral zone, you know? Like, it's good insofar as that means that if Nintendo were vaguely hinged, then things could just be like, that's it. It's also kind of bad because it means that Nintendo and, you know, the TPCI triumvirate there didn't see any reason to improve their craft. Until they decided suddenly that they had to just try to handle it through a crapload of lawsuits and severely overreaching looking patents. You know, these companies would rather torpedo their own integrity and fan base than just make a good game. Although the big asterisk here is that maybe Legend ZA will actually just completely whip the llama's ass. And then I will look like a complete idiot. Oh god, yeah, Nintendo fans do have the issue. Ease up on the suffix there, but Nintendo fans are indeed like, they're as over the top as any other fan base can be. Like, if Miyamoto personally went over to some, you know, if I think his name was Doug Bowser, right? The guy that got punished, or was Doug Bowser the one who works for the company? There were a couple of other guys. You know, this part of the conversation becomes a little bit awkward because Doug Bowser is the guy who took over for Reggie, I think, and then the other guy was like also last name Bowser. So any comedy about that, we'll just say that his name is like Dan Bowser for now. All right. So, you know the guy who I'm referring to. He's the guy who was sentenced to some really over-the-top sentencing for things that were involved with Nintendo Switch emulation or whatever. I may actually be saying the story incorrectly too, but again, the point is that he got in trouble for some Nintendo shit, and like his life is basically in tatters as a result. The thing is that if Shigeru Miyamoto personally went over, found that guy, and shot him in the throat, Nintendo fans would be like, yeah, that's perfectly acceptable and defensible, and they would like it. They would cheer for him. It would become the next meme. Meanwhile, the company would continue to serve them up shit, and they'd be happy for it, you know. Just absolute thank you, sir, may I have another kind of business when it comes to the game aspect of it. And yes, I am saying that playing a first-party Nintendo game is a form of punishment. But my mean-spirited and possibly very, very unfunny jokes aside here, like every single big fan base has shit like that going on. It's just that Nintendo's fans are particularly vociferous in their particular forms of derangement. And I have seen bad fan bases for a lot of video games. I've got to say that I feel like Fire Emblem and Metroid fans have got to be among the, like, out of any fandom, that's the one I would least like to ever spend any amount of time near. You know? Just radioactive levels of human being. And I get it. There hasn't really been a good Metroid game in almost 25 years. But, you know, the bite is sort of taken out of that when that's longer than you've been alive, right? Okay, fine. I'm being mean here. And that trend is going to continue. Yeah, it did sort of appear that they were going to do something a little bit open-worldy with Metroid Prime 4, from what I've heard. At least that's what people seem to be guessing based on the motorcycle and stuff. And all I can say is, please, God, no. Like, I enjoy the exploratory aspect of Metroid and a lot of that stuff, but as I'm getting to the age that I am, I kind of realize that the backtracking is like the worst part of it, right? So something that would pad that out seems a little bit like, shall we say, not my bag. And just in general, I'm kind of tired of the open world thing in video games. No, you should have to actually be able to just, like... You should have to be made to put something in there and not just lean on spectacle. I get it, man. Your game is big, but it's to its detriment. Any of the small amount of open world games that I've enjoyed, it has been in spite of there being open world and not because of it. Like, Nier Automata succeeds because it's fun to play, and it has an interesting story, and it makes use of some of its rather questionable aesthetics in a very interesting way. Like, other games aren't doing that as well as that. And also because 2B had a nice wait. Yes, it was arguably slightly easy. Hey, Fairy Slingshot, though. That's pretty good pickup. Yeah, I mean, that's not entirely a unusual moniker. You understand? You know, for my PSN profile. Yeah. Yeah, you really just want to fuck too. Yeah! Yeah, and that is like an interesting part of the story, and again, deals with some very interesting themes of, because the bit there, the AI, it like, you think that it's trying to say fuck, but I think the idea is that it's supposed to produce an ambiguity between, is it saying fuck or kill? Because that's sort of... The other part of it is that 9S is literally trying to kill 2B repeatedly. And also, like, I think that is a big overarching part of... Oh, son of a fuck. Well, we have to come back here as a kid anyway, unless we find a bow. So I'll deal with the rest of that later. Basically, allow me to try to reuse the rest of my words here. That sort of ambiguity is like a big part of like some of the underlying themes behind it, about, you know, sort of this interplay between sex and violence and a lot of very bad shit that people do and think and feel. And I think it's kind of cool, and Yoko Taro is a good writer. Oh, that is a real stick capacity. Oh, it probably does. I just haven't clicked on it in a minute because I'm a fool. What was our number? It was like... It was 5. Okay. So yeah, hey, but Nier Automata being an open world game is not a thing that helps it. In fact, it holds it back a little bit, in my opinion. This shot, by the way, is fucking loaded, dude. We got Song of Time, we got the Bongo Bongo key, we got Epona's song, and we've got one of those. That is fantastic. That is fantiddly-tastic, neighborino. Yeah, pretty much. Who knew that this douchey-looking potion shop guy was actually running a record store? Actually, come to think of it, maybe that's what I would expect a random indie record store owner to look like. It is douchey potion shop guy. I'm trying to not fuck this up because I don't have hover boots. Side hop off the giant tower to get... Oh! Gotcha. Alright, so there's Rooftop Man. Thanks, Andrew. You gave me fucking nothing. Classy. I haven't seen it. Oh, 20 rupees. I usually don't even bother to check that until I'm an adult. Yeah, classic Impas house check. There's no item there, basically. Shit's fake. Hey, dude. Get a load of this thing. Okay, that's a perfectly expected reaction, actually. Wow, that's the same ocarina that fucked up my windmill 7 years ago. Die! Yeah, you know what? I can't even be mad at that dude, so... Alright. Dampe, you got a hint for me? I mean, it could be. I guess I can check it. Desert Colossus. You want me to go... You want me to go to Desert fucking Colossus to get what is probably the first hookshot. Oh, you are a taskmaster. You... I'm glad you're dead, Dampe. That was a little mean. Shit. Remember last time when I had that one run where the fire RNG was like, he threw maybe 2 or 3 during the entire run? Maybe he threw them all on the side path and I didn't see them because I didn't go there. Photo finish. Give me a 1 stick. Oh, fine. Our container. Okay. Oh yeah, Song of Time means we can get the Goron City Grotto, so that's neat. I get to get that the intended way. Anyway, tragically, that's a real piece of heart. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, I'm back, everybody. I'm gonna hit save now, because it seems like I should probably do that at some point. Okay, there is some stuff we can go get in DMC as an adult. And then after that point, our options kind of disappear as an adult for a while. We have to go back to being a child. And with no projectiles, we cannot get that spider right now. Perhaps we can, but I certainly don't know how to. Well, I can't kill it, is the problem. At least I don't think I can. The one at the bottom of, the one at the bottom of DMT. I don't believe I can hurt it. Oh yeah, I mean... Well, if I was good with that, I could do it. Or can I just, like, stand under it with a regular bomb and just not even have to throw it? Can I no-skill that one? Maybe I'll do it in a few. For now, though, I'm getting the DMC shit. Oh, right, I gotta remember to... Oops. Gotta remember to do the Goron City Grotto. Well, that would help me out quite a bit, because then I wouldn't have to learn the timing. Goron Bracelet is a good get. Keyring for the Forest Temple, and where... That's 5 keys. That's helpful. Well, okay, it will be helpful eventually, probably. And there's the Twin Rova key. Disgusting. I'd like to go back to not thinking about that. Yeah, the game's over here like, hey, time's a wasting, chop chop, Master Onion. And I'm over here like, Fire Temple boss key at Sheik's location. Can I tag that? Well, yes I can. That doesn't make me very happy. Guess I just better hope that that's not important. Because otherwise then I have to beat the Water and Spirit Temples. Oh, okay, so it does take us back to the Goron City side of things. So that's fine. We do kind of want to loop back around through DMC though, because there's a free spider over in the avalanche zone, and I mean that'll hurt us a lot, but whatever. It's free spiders, you know. Beggars can't be choosers in terms of how much damage they take. Are you going to require me to be in the lava? Well, let's do it. This might actually, yeah, that gets us there. I guess if we had a magic meter, we could be safe because of Nehru's love, but... one of the, like, small number of cases where that's useful. Ow. I mean, it could be behind Silver's? Or Zelda's Lullaby, which means that we will literally never be able to get it, and we'll be doing an entire seed that's without Hookshot. Because I know how this game is. But yeah, it probably is something like that. Which means that we still need Requiem of Spirit to get to it, so... No, when I say silver locked, I mean the Scrub Grotto. Or the place where Nehru's love is. Or it could be on top of the arch. Oops. Boing, boing. I wanted to see the hint. It needs Zelda's Lullaby to do the Zelda's Lullaby thing. This spider isn't time restricted, is it? Maybe it is. But also, it is kind of hear this thing's ass and all the... Oh. Well, then I completely wasted my time. At least for now. There's one over here. This one might not be time restricted. Or maybe it is. That's fine. We're cracking the rock anyway. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. And yeah, Great Fairy Fountain only requires bombs. Scrub Grotto requires silvers. And this is a really crappy position to be in because this is a timed bomb throw. My favorite. Wait, no, the other thing. I don't think you can hit it with a hammer jump shot, unfortunately. Fuck, that shit's loud. I am wasting so much time on these spiders. Okay, that does work. Note to self. As it turns out, frequently in these games, blowing yourself up is a weirdly useful solution. Like, I cannot even begin to count the number of times that Link has used bombs on himself and used that to get ahead. But the answer is... a fair bit. Shouldn't that be Song of Time? Wait, no, that's Majora's Mask. Pardon me. As that thing just appears, just sprouts on the wall, you know. Totally normal. Anyway, that is our last lead as an adult, for the time being. Unless we can do like 2 rooms of Gerudo Training Ground. We can't even get the chest in the lobby, so I'm going to actually hold off on that. I'm going to just go back to child mode and see about cleaning some stuff up here, because we got a couple of dungeons. We get a free reward from Blue Flute, I guess. Like, the Ocarina of Time item, I'm pretty sure, is useless, but it is there. And it is completely no cost. Oh yeah, I forgot to check Big Pose. Forgot to see what the item was for that. Oops. Well, plus this will also let us deal with some of the spiders a little better, because we got a bunch of this stuff going on. We got gear. We got plenty of equipment. Oh, hooray, that first completely pointless reward is as good as mine. Whenever I could be asked to actually go back there. That'd be a hell of a lot more clever if I actually had, like, done the placement correctly for that to jump slash the spider correctly, but alas, no. Oops. That was pretty embarrassing. And here we go. Put this thing over and keep going. Another room where you just gotta light torches because they could not come up with better ideas. Excuse me. Shit. Excuse me. Really? That landed another hit on me somehow. That's incredible. That's really, really upsetting. Another source of fire would make this a lot easier, but whatever. Well, thank you for the heart, because admittedly I've taken a lot of very embarrassing amounts of damage here. Good item, please. It's just a piece of heart. Not even, it's an ice trap. You lied to me, game, and now I believe in nothing. Something. I don't know. Get that shit out of here. Let's go do the Zora's Domain stuff. And then we'll finish off the Death Mountain stuff. And then hope we have some kind of lead. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Wow. Excuse me. I apologize. Yeah, this is a blue ruby. Doesn't matter to us. It's not bombs. So we don't care. Alright, let's see the goods. We've got arrows. We've got Requiem of Spirit. That's good. That's what we were looking for. Light arrows. Wow, we got all 3 magical arrows before we got a bow or magic. That's helpful? Yeah, we're only missing Din's Fire out of the magic items. You're correct. And still no magic meter. It's just game piece of Triforce. Yeah, we dealt with that already. Are they? Am I just blind? Answer, yes, but setting that aside. Alright, neat. Let's get that thing real quick. Piece of heart. You alright there, Link? Good job, Blank. Oh yeah, I should chug this milk. Really brought myself in here. Small chest. Dang. It's just bombs. Actually, that's kind of the best thing we could get out of that right now. Those are pretty useful. And we didn't have a ton of them anymore. I'd love to just get bombs. Bombs? Want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rubies. Well, we found quite a few red roops so far, so maybe we do, actually. You know, very specifically the reds, because, well, he says rubies for some reason instead of what it actually is. But thank you. Random stone for barking at me. Making me think Navi was saying some shit again. Sunsong of the Grave spawns an ice trap, so, like, I don't actually need Sunsong anymore, do I? Because 5 Frog Songs is an ice trap. Sunsong Grave is an ice trap. So, why even bother, right? I can just stop thinking about spiders. Unless there's something else that uses Sunsong that I don't know about. And I do not recall there being such. Alright. Pass these. We're doing as much of the whale as we can here. Which is, like, honestly, practically nothing. There's a scrub and one chest I can get, unless one of these is the boomerang. In which case, if it is a boomerang, we can do everything. But boomerang is not going to be vanilla, right? Also, in retrospect, I realized I could have just used Serenade of Water to get over here faster than walking across Hyrule Field. Ooh, nice 2 for 1 there. That was pretty good. That should be everything. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see any more of those guys. And that's not even a large chest, so it can't be progression. Didn't think so, but duly noted. Well, time to go through most of this dungeon again. As one does. Oh yeah, I can't do that here. We have to lose our shield because I was being an idiot. Well, that's fine. We can get more of those. And in fact, I don't really need it that much, I don't think. It's nice to have, but I can get by without it, I think. Oh hey, there's the other shield. There's the metal shield. That's actually pretty good for adult as well, because yeah, now we don't have to find that. Put that to use. We can't do that. Not the big Goron sword. It just feels like a similar size to a child. Let's switch here. Now let's actually just go ahead and complete this real quick. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we're doing this the long way anyway. Fuck off, Demos. It's the most aggressive that one's been in a while for me. Anything else good in here? Roundy, how's it going? I saw you were doing I forgot already. But I saw you were doing some speed running, which, as you said before, not usually your thing. How'd that go? Hope it was pretty fun. We are in here doing this dungeon as a kid for once. And also we fell off of the yeah, SMB2 door randomizer, that's right. Gotcha. That's what that was. Yeah, I was like, it was something SMB2 randomizer, but I didn't want to look like a complete buffoon by coming in here being like, oh yeah, hey, you did this thing, and then say the complete wrong thing. I'd let anything else make me look like a buffoon, really. I usually don't need the help with that. So... Oh, that's entirely fair then. Well, yeah, the way any of that tends to go, in my experience, if it gives you a good early start, you're going to be in for some rough shit, basically. With any randomizer, pretty much. I mean, perhaps your mileage will vary, in fact it probably will, and maybe it should. But that's just my experience. Coco's sending me a nice and 8 views. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just thinking, wow, it's quite late actually. I didn't realize I've been streaming for almost 3 hours of this. The time sure does disappear when you're not actually sure if you're getting anything done. How was your most recent stream? I hope you're having a good evening. Alright, well, it's time to wrap this one up here, at least this dungeon. That probably will be where I take a pause in this seed because of the amount of time I've spent without realizing it. Oh yeah, I probably should have the shield checked off properly. Whoops. Because we lost our wooden shield because I was a fool. Actually, because I have the metal shield, it is nice and easy for me to go to DMC. And by nice and easy, I mean slightly less painful than usual. So I should get that scrub that's up there. Lest I forget. Giant's wallet. That's not quite the sack that I was hoping to see, especially not in that color, but that'll do. That will certainly do. Do something. It'll make me disappointed, maybe, but it will allow us to just buy the gravity suit for regular money. Yes. Hey. Oh, that emote is rotating too from the as it zooms in. Do you want to jump? Like... Thank you. Why were you not doing that before? What the hell? I mean, yeah, I could just go and farm up full money. Just don't know how much I'm gonna need it. Okay, can the rocks, like, relax, please? I mean, again, it wouldn't be a bad idea, because as I said, I may have to buy the various suit and gravity suit for just whole cash. Which means that having a full Giant's Wallet would be a good idea. But what's this say? Spirit Temple Boss Key can be found in DMC. We already got that. Money! Wait. Wrong meme. Wrong gag. Hey. Wake up! Go back to sleep. What a grand use of my time and resources. Especially my resources. Shit. I don't need those anymore. I just found out this. I found out that the Sun Song Grave is an ice trap. It was in one of the. It was on one of the hint stones in Zora's Fountain. So, yeah, that's turned out to not be so important of a thing anymore. Rest in peace, Sun Song. You're nice, but unfortunately, you're not gonna do jack shit for us, buddy. But thankfully, there's some free health. Yeah, that's probably just the thing on the iceberg or something. Anyway, here's some free consistent cash. Yeah, I sure can, can't I? It's alright, there's just hearts in there, I don't even need that. I have gone to adult, I just forgot to look at what Big Pose did, so... That wasn't necessarily the smartest thing. Yeah, unfortunately, just selling bugs is not really the fastest thing in the world. Especially, again, we're in the condition of single bottle territory, so... Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work out as much because Big Pose, for the randomizer, I have that set to only have to get one of them. And there's one, like, right outside Hyrule Castle, so I can just get that, when I actually have a bow. So, I guess this time we're getting Pose in the same area code. Hold up. So we're... Hope Busters, yeah. Oh, that'd be a thing we would probably be forbidden from... Forbidden. Somehow. Yeah, that's just shit that I have. Or... see. Well... You know, I don't see why not do that, right? Opium, wow. Wow! Alright, so I guess I gotta get close enough here to spawn the blue flute, but we'll take the item there, because we very rarely get that. He isn't like the police. Ah, shit. Yeah, I mean, an actual item there would have been good. Or an ice trap would have been funny. Unfortunately, this game's kind of a dick. Wait. Shit. Don't do that yet. We have to go check Big Pose. I mean, yeah, if the bottle just turned into an ice trap when I tried to use it, that would be pretty funny. I guess blue fire bottle, and then it just explodes on you due to being too hot cold or something. Okay, Big Pose is an ice trap, so that means we don't gotta do it. Fuck off, dude. I'm busy here. Getting nothing. Excellent. Alright, enter. And please be the hook shot. There it is. Thank fucking Christ. Yeah, so I can do a little bit of Forest Temple. Not a lot, but I can do a little bit. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Oh, shut up, you noisy freak. Oh, right. I should put my shield. Now let's go in here and fight the skeleton. Whoop. Ooh, it's big. Wow, it's big. What do you got? It's the bow. That unlocks the most of the dungeon for us. I still would rather do that one puzzle with a magic meter. And I still need the boss key, which is presumably not here. But once you get past all that issue... Yeah, true. I could just deal with those things if I wanted to, but somehow, despite that probably arguably being the lazier method in the long run. Well, yeah, but the Megaton Hammer doesn't do much for me here, does it? Unless it lets me skip over that part of the blue bubbles. The spiders? I am fairly certain the answer there is nah. That is a regular small chest. Maybe. Well, it stuns the giant Deku Babas, so that's funny. I didn't know that. We're here, let's take this. Yeah, Earthquake does pretty good damage. When the opponent digs, they take double damage, but, oh. Not in Gen 1, which is the last Pokemon game that I played any of, so, like... Oh! Holy shit, what kind of range does that have? Very good vertically. Not perfect, but... The pixelated eating a crayon emote, that's pretty good. Oh, it's okay. You were thinking it through real good. Wait. Oh, that doesn't work, though. That's unfortunate. Hey. God, I think that's enough caffeine for you, buddy. Come here. Yeah, blue bubbles don't care a shit about the hammer. That's unfortunate. No idea, but I would assume that if it shook them off of their web... I have my shield, I forgot to press the button that time for some reason. I think because it's late. Late-ish, yeah. Basically, due to emulator issues, I'm probably going to end up next seed trying out another emulator if I don't switch over to Ship of Harkinian. Or at least, like, look at Ship of Harkinian. A big thing also with that is that I would like to be able to, like, do model swaps and stuff for the character, because now that I actually know how to make that work with the standard Zooter, I do actually kind of like that. Nope, it's big. Ah, shit. You just need to be able to model swap Bubsy and it becomes Kaizo. Oh, man. Shit, he's on to me. Mostly just Link for model swaps, but knowing about other possibilities could be interesting, too. Man, though, speaking of Bubsy, watching those VODs of Plasticillion playing the Bubsy Perfect Collection with Bubsy 3D, that did kind of make me a little bit sad, seeing the ways that it was, like, still horribly bumpy. Because genuinely it does feel like someone really liked the idea of doing that. That somebody... You know, that it was a genuine effort being made to try to put the game into the best light possible, and then it adds new glitches. You know, that's just deeply unfortunate, isn't it? Boss key is not a boss key, so rip. Oh, come on. At least some of the 2D games were playable. Some. Let's not go completely hog wild here. Oh, hey. Do it better, you idiot. There we go. That'd be Crash Bandicoot. No, well... Yeah, I mean, Crash Bandicoot is kind of the understanding of making a Sonic game in 3D a little bit. Probably did it better than any of the actual 3D Sonic games. Even the ones that people like, not gonna lie. Slight asterisk, slight hold your horses there, Lears, because It's sort of a doubler here. Now, the one you're thinking of is called Hog Ride from Crash 3, from Crash Warped. But there was a level called Hog Wild, and it was one where you rode on the back of a charging warthog in Crash 1, and because it was Crash 1, it was a complete motherfucker of a, you know, it was hard as shit, because Crash 1 was hard as shit. I mean, honestly, I think Crash 2 was probably a little harder for me when I played that. Again, with the asterisk there of I was playing that on the Insane trilogy, so maybe that alters the challenge there. But I'd rather Bubsy or Crash 1. I'd rather Crash 1 any day of the week because, like, Crash 1 is hard as fuck, but at least it's a real game. I cannot say that about any Bubsy game past Bubsy 2, to be honest with you. Maybe, and goodness knows I'm hoping that that Bubsy 4D or whatever it's called. I think it's called Bubsy 4D, the new upcoming 3D platformer Bubsy by the developers of, I think, Demon Turf is what their previous game was called. I'm hoping that that's good. I think it would be genuinely, like, very funny if it was just, like, extremely top tier after the entirety of, you know, after not having an even remotely socially acceptable Bubsy game for 30 years, pardon me. Because they had that Fractured Furry Tales game on the Jaguar, and it was hot, smoldering dog shit, and not even just because of the Jag. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I'd misremembered that or not. But yeah, no, the Bubsy game for Jaguar was really, really bad. And I know that for some people that probably sounds like, oh, well, that's obvious. It's Bubsy and it's on the Jaguar, but I have a certain kind of respect on some level for the Jaguar as a machine. In the sense of, like, oh my god, this could have actually been a thing with alright games on it. And just none of them were done well. And there's, like, an actually kind of semi-decent homebrew scene for it, is my understanding. And that, you know, I think that's cool. But also, Atari as a company has been kind of a shit carnival at various points in its history. And that was certainly one of them. With an even further asterisk to be applied that Atari has often just kind of been like a name more than a real company. So yeah, while the Jag was like real hardware, aside from the CD add-on, that thing is like a weird joke. It had that horrible controller, and pretty much every game for it was programmed like butt. But my understanding is that some of the homebrew folks have made some like actually okay games for it. I'd have to actually do some investigation there, but you know, I'll stand behind that. I'll stump for those folks just on principle. And I'm somebody who will defend the first two Bubsy games. Not so much the Game Boy version of Bubsy 2, but what do you expect? It's a Game Boy version of a 16-bit game. I think that's pretty much destined to be dog shit. Din's fire before magic. I could totally believe it. But yeah, so that game was bad. I think that's actually kind of worse on some level than Bubsy 3D, because Bubsy 3D was a legitimate experiment. Hey, there's our gravity suit. We don't have to pay 300 rupees for it. Sweet. You know, they didn't know what they were doing, and they were developing it, at least at first, kind of concurrently with Mario 64. And then they saw Mario 64 at some sort of, like, tech show. And they realized that they were going to get their dicks kicked in harder than anyone would possibly get their dicks kicked in. So the dev team went upstairs to the guys at Accolade, who were the publisher. The dev team, incidentally, being Eidetic, who later were turned into Bend Studio. And Bend Studio probably is best known for the Siphon Filter series, if I had to guess. They also did some Uncharted games on the Vita that I've heard are quite good. Basically, Bend Studio has a very positive reputation once you get past Bubsy 3D. So they went upstairs to Accolade, and Accolade basically told them to go fuck themselves because they had already spent so much time and resources and all of that. And they were not interested in giving this team more money to completely redo their game in a way that actually functioned. So basically what happened is the dev team just kind of grabbed their ankles and released the game in the format that they were stuck with. And we're like, well, this is going to suck, but what else can we do? So you once again have the publishers being the villain of the story, and you know, I do kind of admire Michael Berlin on some level, who was the Michael Berlin was the lead designer on Bubsy and Bubsy 3D. So even though the idea was like bad in the end, again, they weren't trying shit because they didn't know what the future was going to look like. And so it was a total abject failure, but I respect it as a project. Doesn't mean I have to like it, but that's two different emotions. And outside of that, Michael Berlin has done some very interesting stuff that, you know, kind of makes Bubsy look a little bit, you know, goofy for him. Like, it sort of ends up looking very much like the sort of thing that somebody who's completely washed up has to take because it's the only way they can keep having a career. Not that I'm necessarily saying that that's what happened with Michael Berlin, but it definitely feels like it a little bit. Anyway, the two games in Bubsy's sort of afterlife where the brand got bought up by, I think, Billionsoft is the holding company in this case, and they farmed out games to, like, actually, I think even the terrible platformer one was by a legitimate developer. The Woolies Strike Back, a game that was so short that most people were able to complete it and then return it on Steam immediately afterwards, and none of it was all that good. It was a cynical cash-in using Bubsy of all things. And then they somehow looped the Bit Trip series developer Choice Provisions into developing that Bit Trip Runner Bubsy knockoff that was really strange and also quite bad, if I recall. So I think that it would be very, very amusing to have a new Bubsy platformer, and it's like actually a really good game. But I don't know exactly how it will be, so I'm just gonna sit back here and quietly hope and wait to hear from folks who play it and recognize that it's gonna be one of those things where you gotta listen to actual testimonials from actual folks you know, because it's like a new Sonic game. Who is going to be caught dead as a professional admitting that they like that, right? Actually, apparently that Sonic Cross Worlds Racer got good reviews recently. Which, you know, that's interesting. Apparently there's quite a few Sega IPs in there, and my opinion on that matter is I'm not sure that I care that much about the crossover gimmick in that case, unless they have something Phantasy Star related in there. Not that that necessarily is like, you know, gonna be doing anything but a disservice to the franchise. And also, no effing way they do anything with any of the classic Phantasy Star games, right? You know, none of the things that are historically important. Ah, yes, I can't wait for them to shove Matoy into a Sonic Kart Racer for no good reason. Which will just make me sad because I'll remember that OG PSO2 was actually kind of a good story. Most of the time. Hey, Variasuit. Nice to see both of the tunic upgrades in this particular dungeon. That's quite funny. Sometimes the randomizer just accidentally into good amusing seeds, but unfortunately, gang, we're gonna leave the dungeon so that way we don't save inside of here, but that's where the stream comes to an end here. How much stuff do I have, like, available to me here? Oh yeah, I can go to Attack Shooting Gallery. I deal with the stuff in DMC that I haven't gotten before. I can pick up some stuff in the Fire Temple. In fact, realistically, I could probably do the entire Fire Temple once I find the boss key, which... Oh, right. I think the boss key... The Fire Temple boss key is on Nocturne. That's a bit of a shitter. Anyway, I am going to save this real quick. As what's today's date? 23rd, pardon me. Well, willing is a bit of a stretch, but I can. It's good to know that it's an option.